is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Finds his man. It's McLaughlin. What a cut. Now he's loose. It's a running room. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Panthers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against the secondary.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On the move, it's Reed. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The tag. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You see
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Trying play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the second straight game this guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one there last time out, and he's got another one here.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's up and no good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Panthers will hustle to the line. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
Every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Farmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but
worry.
This is the...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Trying to run. It's Reed. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because
just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw. Now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. Back to pass, it's Holstein. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Looking to throw, it's Cruz. Punts it out of the air. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This defense has been sliced and diced and now facing another 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he puts through the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to throw, it's Cruz. Working that left side now. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his feet.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They go to the ground. Hard running there. And another broken tackle. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Going for the goal line.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to Virginia. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
Ready, set. Get set, get set.
From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. All the way in for the touchdown.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Snags a quick pass on the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And here's a fumble his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Past the 40. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Cruz. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly.
There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He scooped it, and he scored with it. Took the fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 4 over Northwestern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught. It's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reed. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 40. They get through, and it's blocked. And they got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain. Turning it on! They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the score.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll ride Davis here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Now a lot of work to do to keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he's in for the touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Cruz. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Slings it downfield. Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. No huddle offense to the line. Wants to throw again. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's McLaughlin. Headed to the end zone. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll line up to 2. From the gun, looking for a man. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against them.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. Up by 7 over Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. But a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Back to throw, it's Cruz. He tries to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Hicks. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. He's in for the score, touchdown.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to Davis. Got enough for the first down. Crossed the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move there. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it's in for a touchdown.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Cruz. He'll take the deep shot. Got it! Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good fit.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he's going to make it all the way in for a touchdown off the fumble recovery.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the bill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll go back to work on offense. To throw, it's Cruz. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by just one over Northwestern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Let's go, let's go.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch and gets the score. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boots it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going with the ground game left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The give as they work on that clock. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's got a touchdown. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
This offense has it
going
with
for
a really
200
good field
hundo.
position. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Cruz. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Just on.
Now this game is over, I'd say.
About a return on a kick like that, they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride Davis here. There he goes.
GG's young blood.
Scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And it'll be a touchdown. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Let's go, right.
Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's crossed. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Ready?
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. It's a country fumble, meaning there's a lot of open space, and that's what you do with it. Scoop it up and score with it. Touchdown.
Defenses talk all the time about forcing turnovers, and to do that, you got to get so many hats to the football and swarm, and the ball sometimes comes out, and what do? You pick it up, take it back to the house. What a play by the D.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Okay.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Bust through behind his pad. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
Hold it. Okay.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Cruz. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his up.
Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season.
Max going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the side of the ball.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.